The snow fell heavily that night. A young boy named Jack sat on the cold steps outside his old trailer. His thin jacket was soaked, and his stomach hurt from hunger. But his eyes looked up at the sky with fire. "I will not stay poor forever," he whispered. "I will become a millionaire." That promise changed everything. Jack was 10 years old. He lived in a small town in Ohio with his mom and little sister Mia. Their trailer was tiny and old. The walls shook when the wind blew. Dad had left long ago. Mom worked every day at the diner. She woke up at 5 in the morning and came home late at night with tired feet. They ate beans and rice most days. Jack wore old shoes from the church box. They were too small, but he never complained. At school, Jack sat in the back row. He loved books, but he felt different. The other kids had new phones and shiny bikes. They laughed when Jack walked in with his torn backpack. "Poor Jack has nothing," they whispered. Jack just smiled and studied harder. After school, he helped Mom clean the trailer. "You are my good boy," Mom always said with a smile. Little Mia, only 5, would hug him and say, "Jack, tell me a story about a rich king." But one morning, everything changed. Mom came home coughing hard. Her face was white. "I feel so weak," she told Jack. They went to the free clinic. The doctor looked serious. "You need medicine and rest for 2 weeks," he said. "No work." Mom cried quietly. "How will we pay rent?" she asked. The landlord had already sent a letter. "Pay or leave." Mia asked for milk, but the fridge was almost empty. Jack felt a heavy weight in his chest. "I have to fix this," he thought that night. The next day, Jack started his plan. Before school, he walked the streets with a big bag. He picked up empty cans and bottles from trash bins. His hands froze in the cold. His shoes got wet. At the recycling center, the man gave him $2. "Good job, kid," he said. Jack ran home and put the money in an old jar under his bed. "This is step 1, he told Mia. She clapped her hands. On weekends, Jack knocked on doors. "Can I wash your car for $5? He asked neighbors. Some said yes. One old lady paid extra and gave him warm cookies. "You have a big heart," she said. Jack washed cars even when his fingers hurt from cold water. The jar slowly filled. In 1 month, he had $20. He felt proud. But school was still hard. The bully Mike pushed him one day. "Why do you work so much, poor boy? You will never change." Jack looked him in the eye. "You will see," he answered quietly. He did not fight, he just worked harder. When Jack turned 12, he found an old broken bike in the trash. He took it home. At the library, he read free books about tools and repairs. He borrowed a screwdriver from a neighbor. His fingers got a small cut, but he kept going. After 3 days, the bike rolled smoothly. He sold it for $15. Mia jumped with joy. "My brother is a hero," she shouted. Jack used that money to buy 2 more old bikes. He fixed them too. Now his jar had $100. Neighbors started to call him Jack the Bike Boy. Then the storm came. Rain poured for 3 days. Water came through the roof. Their beds got wet. Mom's cough grew worse. She could not breathe well. Jack carried her to the hospital in the rain. The doctor said, "She needs special medicine. It costs $500. They had no money. The landlord knocked on the door. "You have 30 days to leave." Jack sat outside in the dark. Tears fell on his knees. "I tried so hard," he whispered. "Is it not enough?" One rainy afternoon, Jack saw a brown wallet on the sidewalk. He picked it up. Inside was $200 and a business card. His hands shook. "This can buy Mom's medicine," he thought. But then he remembered Mom's words, "Always do the right thing, Jack. Good comes back." He walked to the big house on the card. A tall man named Mr. Brown opened the door. "This is your wallet, sir," Jack said. Mr. Brown's eyes opened wide. "Most people keep the money. You are honest." He gave Jack $100 as a thank you. Then he asked Jack to sit. "Tell me your story."
Jack told him about Mom, the trailer, the cans, the bikes, and the hospital. Mr. Brown listened quietly. "I was poor once too," he said. "I started with nothing and built my factory. You have the same fire."
The most powerful moment came next. Mr. Brown drove Jack to the hospital. He paid the full bill for Mom's medicine. Mom held Jack's hand and cried. "You saved us, my son," she said softly. Mr. Brown smiled. "This is only the start. Come work at my factory after school. I will teach you business, and I will lend you money for a real shop." Jack could not speak. His dream felt close. Jack started work at the factory. He learned fast. After school and on weekends, he opened Jack's Bike Fix in an old garage. His first customer brought a broken bike. He fixed it perfectly. More people came. But one day, a big order for 10 school bikes went wrong. One bike broke again. The teacher was angry. "I trusted you," she said. Jack felt terrible. He fixed it for free and stayed up all night learning better ways. "I will never make that mistake again," he promised himself. Years went by. Jack studied business books at night. Mr. Brown became like a father. "Hard work and smart choices win," he told Jack. At 16, Jack's shop was busy every day. He hired 2 friends who needed money. They fixed bikes together. Mom got strong again. She smiled every morning. Mia did well in school. Jack bought a better trailer with his savings. At 18, he opened a second shop in the next town. He sold new bikes, too. People drove from far to see him. At 20, he bought land and built a big store. He added car repair because he learned that skill, too. Mr. Brown became his partner. "You did it, son," he said one day with tears. Jack helped the old trailer park. He fixed roofs for free for poor families. By 25, Jack was a millionaire. He had a nice house for Mom and Mia. He drove a clean truck. But every year, he went back to the snowy steps of his old trailer. He looked at the sky and said, "Thank you." So, what is the life lesson? Hard work can change everything. Stay honest even when it is hard. Help others and help will come back. Never stop believing in your dreams. If a poor boy like Jack from a leaking trailer can become a millionaire, you can too. Dream big, work hard, and your story will be amazing.